my breath to make a sound. I'm running, I keep running, I keep running, 'cause I can see you quite as clearly now. I'm running, I keep running. You know that place between us, sleep and awake, where you can still remember dreams. I swear I'll always love you. You know that place between us.
Alright, what's up team? The beauty of living in Florida is you can literally go from the beach into my gym in a matter of seconds. So today we were at the beach, now we're at the gym, and I'm gonna film a video talking about my lean bulking program, my training, my nutrition, and everything. So let's get it started. Alright team, I tried the whiteboard. It just didn't work. My handwriting is a lot worse than I thought, especially on camera. So we're not gonna go there. You're not gonna get anything out of that if I were to stay over there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write the note across the screen of what I'm talking about, just to help. So I'm literally just gonna talk to the camera, but the notes will be going along the screen. So the first thing we need to talk about in regards to my lean bulk game plan is where I started all the way back in April when I started my cut, okay? I started at a body weight of 168 pounds, morning dry weight, and my daily macros were 175 grams of protein, 380 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. That was on a daily basis. And I was gaining about half a pound to a pound a month on that, on those macros. So that's where I was, and I was training about 5 to 6 times a week, and I was doing a split of push, pull, legs, arms, rest, repeat. And that's where I was. Started my cut, and my cut didn't end until recently. And it was on and off, on and off, on and off, but it was mostly at maintenance or at cutting macros for most of the time. And the lowest I got towards the end of my cut is I had 170 grams of protein, 40 to 45 grams of fat, and 175 to 225 grams of carbs. And granted, I went out of town, I wouldn't track, it was up, it was down. That was the baseline towards the end. My training changed just slightly. It was just legs, push, pull, no arms, rest, repeat. So that was what that looked like. And my cardio was whenever it fit in, but it was usually 3 to 4 times a week, 20 minutes on the Stairmaster on level 10. And towards the end of that cut, I was feeling awful. My energy felt like crap. My hormones were all out of whack. I would get 8 to 9 hours of sleep and it still wasn't enough. And so I was sacrificing productivity, creativity, and just to maintain the look. So in my mind, I was like, okay, I gotta recover, I gotta make a change. And so what I did was I contacted my friend Austin Current from Physique Development. I said, man, you gotta coach me. I'm my own worst enemy. You are an expert. I need you to help me through this whole lean bulk process because I need to stay marketable, but I need to regain my health. And so now fast forward, we are on to our lean bulking plan. And that looks like me undulating my macros. And what does undulating mean? It means changing them up and down based on what I'm doing that day. And so I have 4 scheduled on training days. So it's lower, upper, with a rest day in between those 2. And then I have an optional 5th day, which is like an accessory or arm day. And I have 2 scheduled off days, which is Wednesday and Sunday. And I have 2 scheduled HIIT cardio sessions at the end of my lower body workouts, which are been simply 4 40 yard sledge sprints. That's it. More on quality over quantity, cutting my sets down, focusing more on tempo, and really feeling my muscles contract. Mastering movement is going to be the key. And so when you look at this program, that's what you're gonna see. It's a focus on quality over quantity. It's so much tempo work, and it's getting the right muscles firing to where this is a short-term cost for long-term investment in movement and health. If your muscles aren't firing correctly, you're just trying to focus on the weight, then you're gonna create so many imbalances. And so I'm so excited to do this and really fine-tune my body and learn how to fire every single muscle in my body. So what do my macros look like? Well, my macros on training days are 280 grams of carbs, 170 grams of protein, and 50 grams of fat. But on rest days, I'm taking in 110 grams of fat, 170 grams of protein, and only 100 grams of carbs. And those 100 grams of carbs are coming mostly in the last meal of my day. And so why are we undulating my macros? Well, I'm messing around with this a little bit. I want my body to become more efficient switching on between carbs and fats as its primary fuel source. So if I have a day where I'm taking in mostly fats throughout the whole day, we're forcing the body to produce ketones and become more efficient of switching between the two. I don't want to just become this carb dependent person, and when I'm not training, I don't necessarily need them as much, and I'm curious to see what my body does. So that's what I'm doing on training days and rest days. And so what is the game plan as we go along? Well, we're going to see what my body weight does. My body weight has gone up a couple pounds, but that is simply because I'm holding more glycogen, I have more fuel. But my energy, holy crap. Like on 6 hours of sleep, I feel better than I did on 8 or 9 hours of sleep. The food just makes all the difference in the world, and my work capacity and my workouts is like through the roof, and my creativity. So, game plan is we're just gonna keep it rolling, keep it going, make changes when necessary, get my calories as high as possible. I'd like to be able to get back to 380, 400 grams of carbs a day, 50 to 60 grams of fat on training days, and then be able to have a higher fat intake on rest days and keep the carbs about constant. But that would be the ideal goal. But we'll see how my body is a lot lighter. I ended my cut at 153 pounds. I started it at 168. And I'm gonna show you on the screen what that transformation looked like. And you'll see that I was a lot softer in my other picture, and towards the bottom, you're just so much more defined and look harder. So that's 15 pounds difference. So for me to expect to be able to eat 380 grams of carbs weighing 15 pounds less, I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. A bigger individual burns more calories. So maybe I gain some muscle and then I can eat more calories. Maybe I'll be able to get up to 400 this time. But it's a long-term process. Building your metabolism and building muscle is a long-term investment. Not a short-term investment, long-term. And so the concept of reverse dieting or anything like that is the fact that more calories make you burn more. You're gonna naturally move more. You're gonna hit your workouts harder. Reverse dieting in the sense that you're just building your work capacity. You're giving your body more fuel to move more and burn more. So you're not necessarily revving up your metabolism, you're just moving more. You're building more muscle. That's how you're improving your metabolic capacity and your metabolic burn and your caloric expenditure. That's it. And Austin was amazing enough to create a full ebook of reverse dieting from what it is, what you need to do, and how to do it yourself. And I'll show what that looks like on the screen. And then also, he created a 9-week program that I'm gonna be doing myself, but then you guys can also do it with me. And I'll put that, and I'll scroll through that on the screen as well. And please check out those programs. They'll be linked in the bio below. I'll put the discount code on the screen right now. Moral of the story is, I'm back in a surplus. I'm trying to make some gains, finally, and it feels good. Please give the video a thumbs up just for my support on my lean bulk. Number 2, please leave a comment whether you are bulking or cutting right now. Number 3, please subscribe if you want more content like this, macro-friendly recipes, vlogs, fun, that's what I'm looking for. So, what am I gonna say right now? Thanks, and God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video.